news that impacts you most, turn to live local CBS3.
Wake up with Austin and Jenna.
The massive flood of thoughts and prayers on our Facebook posts has been overwhelming.
A community coming together. A northern Minnesota resort is cleaning up after a fire, but tonight they tell us they're not in it alone. Plus, a rise in violent crimes is prompting action in D.C. as the president pushes for change. And later, walleye fishing on a popular Minnesota lake is back, but you won't be able to keep what you catch.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Staff and community members are sifting through the ashes today after a fire at a Lake Vermilion resort. Life of Riley lost two of its main buildings to the flames early Sunday morning. As CBS3's Quinn Gorham reports, staff and guests banded together in support of the resort they know and love.
The aftermath of a fire can be tough to see, but it was the flames that resort visitor Stan Ward will never forget.
And it looked like a bonfire at full bloom. The flames were 30 yards up or more.
The fire department arrived just minutes after Ward called, but by then it was already too late. Resort manager Josh Gilson says the fire spread quickly between buildings.
You can see this distance right here. This is the edge of the gazebo. It jumped right here to the steps of our store. But as the smoke and the ash settle here at the resort, the only thing left in the air is hope. The massive flood of thoughts and prayers on our Facebook posts has been overwhelming. Between our guests, the community, whom we know and love and respect, and the feeling is mutual.
The community showed their support for the resort with more than just a few comments. Former staff came from far and wide to clean up and start rebuilding. Ward has been coming to the resort since 1990. He says the most encouraging thing is seeing everyone work together.
I mean, you can just see from what's going on, and this is, barely over 24 hours already. So it's, they'll get it back.
And as for Gilson, he made it clear that even a fire won't keep him from serving their guests.
Yesterday morning at about 4 o'clock when we started to wrap up, we flipped the coffee pot on early and turned the grill on. We fed all EMS and fire that were still remained on site until the very end. We fed them breakfast before they left.
Former staff members set up a GoFundMe to help the resort recover. Life of Riley Resort will remain fully operational and is still full of guests, even just a day after that fire. We'll have a link to the GoFundMe on our website. Well, 4 wildfires continue to burn in and around the Boundary Waters. The Delta Lake fire is still about 62 acres in size. It's burning in waist to chest high blowdown, making it hard for the firefighters to reach. An interagency team has taken over that fire. Meanwhile, the Hassel Lake fire, first reported last month, has grown to about 21 acres. The Astrea and Pickett Lake fires each stayed about the same over the weekend, burning just over an acre combined. Lightning sparked all 4 fires, and crews are hopeful for rain this week and are watching the winds closely. Because of those dry conditions, the state is expanding burning restrictions in northern Minnesota. Campfires are now banned at state forests and parks, even if there's a fire ring. Fireworks are banned outside city limits, and you can no longer burn brush or waste. The new restrictions start tomorrow. For a full list of what is banned and where, you can head to our website. Dave, a lot of folks hoping for that rain. Are their wishes going to come true?
Boy, I hope they do this week. I've got a lot of brush up on my wife's old farm to burn as well, and it just sits there piling up until the rain comes down. Yeah. There is a chance this week. For some towns, it's as early as right now, and it could linger till Thursday, but none of the chances each of those days really adds up to a heck of a lot. First, we talk about high temperatures, which today were not helping out the fire threat. A little cooler by the lake in Grand Marais and on Park Point, but the normal is 78, and it looks like everybody else beat that. 85, for example, in International Falls and in Ashland, and 82 for Ironwood. There's twin lows coming through, and so there's a 20% chance for Minnesota thunder tonight from that low you see near the Canadian border. And that other low coming up from South Dakota could bring a 30% chance for a few towns on Tuesday. But that won't be the only chance. We'll have chances coming through Thursday, and Wednesday may be the best of the batch. So tonight, 20% chance for Minnesota thunder, and a 30% chance for region-wide thunder on Tuesday. Back into the 80s for Tuesday. Will we get a break? Will we fall back into the 70s? I think we will for a couple of days, but then temperatures could perk up with a vengeance by the weekend, and we'll show you all of that with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, moving to politics, we're taking a live look from Washington tonight, where today police and elected officials say they had a robust discussion with President Biden on gun violence. The president is pushing more communities to use federal pandemic relief funds for policing and crime prevention. It comes as the U.S. grapples with a surge in violent crimes in some cities. Skylar Henry is at the White House with more.
Folks, I want to start.
Several top city leaders and police chiefs from across the country joined the president and attorney general at the White House to discuss ways to reduce gun violence and crime.
Well, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. We know there are some things that work.
The American Rescue Plan provided around $350 billion to cities and states to help hire and train more police officers. Last month, President Biden laid out his plan to combat gun violence. It includes stemming the flow of illegal firearms and expanding summer programs and job opportunities for teens and young adults.
And this is going to help prevent crime and support young people to pick up a paycheck instead of a pistol.
As part of the president's plan, the Justice Department is launching gun trafficking strike forces in 5 areas nationwide: New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, California's Bay Area, and right here in Washington, D.C.
The president is genuinely engaged with local communities, trying to understand what's happening on the ground.
We can't continue to respond to symptoms. It's time to respond to the underlying causes of violence in our city.
In a study of 24 major cities, homicides increased by 24% the first quarter of 2021 compared to the same time period last year, and by 49% from that time period in 2019. The president has also called on Congress to pass gun violence legislation after high-profile mass shootings earlier this year at a Boulder, Colorado supermarket and 3 Atlanta area spas. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Back in March, the Democrat-controlled House passed a bill requiring background checks for private gun transfers, but it has yet to be taken up in the evenly divided Senate. Cloquet police have identified the man who they say took his own life during a standoff on Saturday. According to the department, 20-year-old Avery Cogswell of St. Paul entered a home on Ridge Road just after 10 o'clock Saturday morning. They say he was armed and threatened the people inside. After getting everyone out safely, Cloquet police say they negotiated with Cogswell for 2.5 hours. They say he shot himself when officers tried to end the standoff. Cloquet police say the medical examiner ruled his death a homicide. They have not said if he knew the people in the home or why he was there. 2 men are behind bars tonight after a Babbitt woman was stabbed multiple times. It happened just before 8 Saturday night at a local business. However, police did not say where. A 53-year-old woman was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Police arrested a 38-year-old Babbitt man and a 29-year-old Grand Rapids man shortly after. No word on what led up to the stabbing or if the people involved knew each other. Federal health officials are warning of a rare but potentially dangerous side effect linked to the Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine. Today, the FDA issued a possible link between the J&J vaccine and a rare autoimmune disorder that affects the nerves, sometimes leading to paralysis. Health officials say the side effect has been mostly seen in men ages 50 and up and occurs 2 weeks after they receive their shot. The syndrome has not been linked to the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. Now, this comes at a time when health officials are struggling to boost vaccination rates in states that are still lagging.
We had this beat, and I said, if we can fully vaccinate the American people, we can resume pre-pandemic life. And now we've squandered that opportunity partially, at least in parts of the countries.
COVID-19 cases are up double digits in the past week. More than 36 states are seeing higher infection rates, with more than half caused by the more infectious Delta variant. During the pandemic, mental health agencies have been in high demand. That's why several Twin Ports organizations are coming together to support people who are struggling. Mental health nonprofit Duluth Bethel and the Deck are hosting Concert for Recovery, featuring local bands, food trucks, and treatment information. The concert will be on Harbor Drive behind the Deck on September 25th. September is also National Recovery Month, and when Duluth Bethel will celebrate 148 years of operation. Bands include Big Wave Dave and the Ripples, South of Superior, and more.
Everybody got to give some time.
An opportunity like this is to get the help out and also hopefully let some musicians know if they are struggling that they can go to places like Duluth Bethel and get the help that they need.
Tickets are $15 and all proceeds go to substance abuse and mental health services. For more information, you can head to our website. Minnesota is planning to close all but one of its COVID-19 mass vaccination sites. Governor Tim Walz says instead they'll focus on several hundred smaller vaccination sites across the state. Minnesota's COVID-19 vaccination rate has been stagnant in recent weeks. About 2/3 of residents 16 and older have at least one dose. The Mall of America location will be the only state-run site to stay open. All other sites will close by August 7th. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the Vice President made a stop in Michigan today in hopes of getting the voices of every Michigander heard at the polls.
Rain totals for the month of July now near 1.5 inches short of normal. A couple of rain chances coming around this week. Hopefully we'll solve the deficit a little. It may happen more for one zone than another, and we'll show you who could get and who might not. Coming up after our break.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel, weekday mornings on CBS.
Here at Employment Links, our employment specialists help individuals with barriers find their place in the community. And we're hiring both internal and field positions. From writing resumes, completing job applications, interview prep, and providing on-site support, employment specialists start at $13 an hour on weekday shifts and $15 an hour on weekend shifts. Currently, our wage for internal positions is based on experience. We are now hiring an individual care coordinator and staff coordinator. Visit our website today for full job descriptions and apply.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
Sore throats, sports injuries. As a Wausau family doctor, I've helped countless children and their parents feel better. Protecting the health of our kids, that's my calling. So when you ask me, can the Wisconsin parents trust the COVID-19 vaccines for kids? My answer is yes. The COVID-19 vaccines are safe, and getting one is important. Ask your family doctor what they think.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Today, Vice President Harris made a stop in Michigan to discuss the state's voting rights with local officials. She said they had a long conversation about the efforts by legislatures across the country trying to suppress voting rights. She wanted to remind voters how important it is to stand up for your right to vote.
To remind people that their voice is important and that they are at risk of having legislative bodies impede their right to vote if we don't stand up and understand what's happening.
Vice President Harris also broke down the Biden administration's vaccination strategy at a vaccine mobilization event.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Big topic of conversation these days is that haze coming in from those Canadian wildland fires, and I suppose the fires that are going up around the B-dub here on the U.S. side are probably aiding and abetting and egging on that problem as well. Let's take a look at this beautiful picture, though, that comes in from our good friend, professional photographer Ken Harmon. Up the Gunflint, he got this haze mirrored in a mirror-like lake just across the border from Canada. So it's beautiful to look at, but if you have COPD or asthma, not that great to breathe. Just like last week when we faced this problem, what we need is rain to wash the sky clean. And we do have some chances for rain. A first one tonight may roll along the Canadian border and help the troubles out there. We'll talk about the odds of payoff here in just a bit. We'll start by looking at the current conditions from Duluth International, where it's 64 degrees. The relative humidity is 72%. Easterly, southeasterly winds running 6 miles per hour, and our air pressure's come down just a tiny little bit since 6, now at 30.01 inches of mercury. Still high enough to keep natural clouds few and far between in the sky, though that haze makes you think it's cloudier than it actually is. Current temps all over the board. 58 Watersmeet to 70 in Ironwood. 62 Hayward gives way to 57 in LaPointe. Our friends in Superior, they're at 62 as well. It's 61 from Solon Springs to Moose Lake, but 64 Cloquet to Hermantown. 63 in Two Harbors. Lower 60s for the Gunflint area, still 70 in Ely, mid-60s for Eveleth, Virginia, and Hibbing, Chisholm, and just a hair warmer towards Grand Rapids, but 73 International Falls. Lows tonight by dawn should equalize a bit and roughly go 52 or 53 to about 60. Doppler map for this time shows we've got higher pressure and control of the area right now, and it's staying dry, but we're hoping for a little bit of rain, especially near the Canadian border. You can see some of that just up there in Manitoba. That's from one low pressure system north of the border. That brings a 20% chance for thunder to Minnesotans tonight. This low coming up from South Dakota brings a 30% chance to the region tomorrow. And if these lows pay off, you know they're not going to yield much in the way of a rainy dividend here. Really only a trace for Tuesday. Wednesday may be a different story, though, as the tail end of those lows brings a better 40% chance for precip. Tonight, 20% chance for the precip in Minnesota, as we mentioned, with lows going 53 inland to 60 by the lake. For Wisconsin and Michigan, 55 to 57 with a partly cloudy sky. Then tomorrow, Wisconsin and Michigan gets a 20% chance for this rain. High temps go back towards the mid-80s. Minnesota numbers, low 80s inland, 70s by the lake. 30% chance for the storms. When will they pay off tomorrow? Probably afternoon and evening. Taking a look at our extended forecast, 40% chance for rain is the better chance. And again on Wednesday, Minnesotans may not get much, but some of the latest charts indicate, Kristen, that Wisconsin and Michigan could get towards the half-inch range. So at least half of our area could get what we desperately need. And the rest of us will have to smile and feel good for our neighbors and hope we get what we need here a little bit later.
Yeah, we need to keep hoping because we certainly need that rain.
Yeah, it's really drying out.
Yeah, sure is. Thanks, Dave. Walleye fishing will be allowed once again on Lake Mille Lacs starting Friday, but you won't be able to keep any you catch. The DNR shut down all walleye fishing for 2 weeks starting July 1st. That's traditionally the 14 hottest days of the year when fish are more likely to die after being hooked and set free. Friday, anglers can target walleye again, but it's catch and release only. Then, on September 16th, one fish can be kept within an approved slot. All of these regulations are an effort by state officials to boost a walleye population they say has declined in recent years. Meanwhile, the wolf population on Lake Superior's Isle Royale is growing. Scientists say wolf pups have been spotted again at the national park. It's a hopeful sign for efforts to rebuild a gray wolf population that had nearly died out. Crews relocated wolves to the Lake Superior Park several years ago. It's unknown exactly how many are there now, as the pandemic forced the annual winter census to be canceled. But researchers say remote cameras have detected a number of pups. Meanwhile, the park's overgrown moose population appears to be dropping. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, would you get a microchip on your body that would pull up your digital calling card? We'll have the details on this crazy manicure next.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that. Woo!
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance for 6 years with no money down and no minimum purchase. 6 days of savings, 6 years special financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
I'm Dr. Jody Smith. I'm a family practice doctor at St. Luke's. Working full-time and a family and other pressures on your life, it can be hard to find that time to spend on yourself. You don't have to make dramatic changes in your life overnight. Pick a couple things. You can work on making some of the other changes along the way. Everybody has their own experiences, their own perspectives, their own challenges in life. I love hearing about it. You develop that human connection.
If you're worried about spoiling your dinner with any of our dollar sliders from 2 to 5 p.m. at Arby's, do what I do. Order a dollar shake to take your mind off it. Arby's, we have the meat.
You need fast, reliable internet, but it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg, because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Menards has everything you need to maintain your vehicle. Keep your vehicle running smoothly with Shell. Formula Shell Motor Oil provides economical value and performance in a trusted brand. Save today with 11% off. Light up your garage or workspace with Patriot Lighting. This 15,000 lumen LED light swivels to adjust the light where you need it. All Patriot Lighting is 11% off. Save today with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Numi Jewelers is a full-service jewelry store ready to help you find the perfect piece or design your own. With our custom design services, we work with you to create the one-of-a-kind piece of your dreams. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Test rest, then buy a famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express. Plus, get no money down, 6-year financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-day guarantee. It's so science-y. The famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express.
Pre-order your 2022 Crestliner boat at RJ Sports.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
CBS3 Sports is brought to you by St. Luke's.
A new type of manicure is allowing customers to keep their digital contact details at their fingertips, literally, and share the information with others in just seconds. Clients at a beauty lounge in Dubai can choose to upload their desired information to a microchip via an app on either an iPhone or Android phone. The microchip is then sealed onto their nail with polish. Like credit cards, the microchip works by using near-field communication technology, allowing a quick, contactless connection to a cell phone. The microchip can store social media accounts and other basic information, and the creators of this technology claim the microchips cannot be tracked or hacked, but critics say anytime you carry a device that transmits information wirelessly, you open yourself up to privacy risks. And the moment we heard about this story, we were fascinated.
I have so many questions.
Okay.
First of all, so it's in your nail polish.
It goes on your nail and then they paint over the polish.
Okay, so I pick off my nail polish like it's my job.
Yep.
So all over this is probably gross, but all over the newsroom floor, like I get nervous and I pick off all my nail polish. So is all of my information just going to be scattered
Well, that was
about?
our question. There's a lot of unanswered questions that we're trying to figure out here. But I just want to know, would you do it?
I couldn't handle that kind of
pressure.
Pressure.
Responsibility.
All of my information would be in the hemisphere.
I know.
In the stratosphere.
I'll just go with your standard manicure.
We'll just go standard. We don't need that. Anyways, do you want to talk about sports?
Let's do it.
The Duluth East Greyhounds have hired a new head coach. Plus, a Duluth FC forward is making his mark this season. That's coming up next.
Get Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
At Miners National Bank, we believe in the importance of reinvesting in our community. That's why we created the Grant Pierce Plaza, and within it, Coffee on Main. In our latest endeavor, we are serving coffee to serve our community. We created a place where people can come together and be together. From lattes and mochas to smoothies and baked goods, we have something for everyone. We are excited to carry on the tradition of serving our community both today and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
Prime Appliances' sizzling hot summer sale continues on all in-stock appliances through July 31st. This GE Cafe 28 cubic foot quad door refrigerator, now only $38.95, save over $700. Or get a GE French door refrigerator in slate, black slate, or smudge-free stainless, your choice, $27.99. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
But my family has noticed that I smile for the first time in 20 years. And not only do I smile a lot now. And it's one great feeling. It made the difference between me having really awful teeth to somebody who is going around grinning like an idiot.
Never be afraid to smile again. Call Lake Dental today for your free smile analysis.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. From flexible scheduling and variety in jobs to competitive wages and exceptional benefits, Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you with the foundation for career advancement in the communities we serve. Come join our team, Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
There is officially a new bench boss in town. After the departure of Mike Randolph following a multi-decade career coaching the Duluth East Greyhounds, the program has announced who will take over. Steve Patosha brings over 30 years of hockey experience as the Greyhounds' newest bench boss, the school announced today. Patosha has served as an assistant coach for both Duluth East and Duluth Marshall. In addition, he was an assistant coach and scout for the Omaha Lancers Hockey Club. He feels a full circle journey as he coaches the team that he once played for.
At the end of the day, this is about making a great high school experience for these kids. Our goal will always be to try to win the state championship, but our mission is to raise or help develop, find productive young men for our society that are good husbands, fathers, business owners, and leaders in our communities. I think if we continue on that path, the winning will take care of itself.
Well, plenty more from Patosha tomorrow here on CBS3. Sidney Warden has had himself one dominant season playing for Duluth FC after crossing the pond and taking a leap of faith with the opportunity to rep the blue and green. Warden averages 1.3 goals a game and is on his way into the record books. The Blue Greens have played 11 games so far with one more regular season game remaining. They hold a 6-5 record and are sitting pretty in second place overall in the NPSL. While Warden currently holds the single season record for the most goals scored after this weekend weekend's victory, bringing his total to 14 on the season. That makes up for 41% of the Blue-Greens' goals this entire year. Warden looks to tally a few more in their last regular season homestand this Friday the 16th against the Sioux Falls Thunder, but is focused on the big picture moving forward.
Yeah, it's nice to break records and get accolades and stuff like that, but that's more of a team thing. It's not really an individual. I mean, it's my name on it, but at the end of the day, I don't get any of the goals if I don't have the team I have.
With postseason potential on the horizon and one more regular season game left, Warden is just 5 goals away from becoming the all-time leader in goals scored through all competition among any Duluth FC player to date. All-Star Week festivities began with several bangs today as the Home Run Derby blasted off in Denver. Trey Mancini took the first round from 3-seed Matt Olson. Mancini launched 24 in his turn, and Olson fell just short with 23. The hometown player Trevor Story eliminated a favorite in Joey Gallo. Story also hit a 518-foot homer in his turn. Defending champ Pete Alonso put up a casual 35 against Salvador Perez. And most surprising was the early exit of Shohei Ohtani to Juan Soto. Ohtani lost in a swing-off after tying Soto at 28 big ones. Pete Alonso won the contest, becoming the third back-to-back champ. And the Huskies hit the road to face the Mankato Moondogs for the first time this season. They go on to get a nice win, 8-3, the final. Nick Bryant, who has served as University of Minnesota Duluth Women's Hockey Director of Hockey Ops and Equipment for the past 4 seasons, has earned himself a permanent position with USA Hockey as the Operations and Event Manager for the women's national team ahead of the Beijing Olympics. Bryant, who has been with the UMD's women's hockey program for 4 seasons as the Director of Hockey Ops, helped the team to get to the Frozen Four this past season. He has an impressive hockey resume, was named to the 2020 and 2021 Women's World Championship staff under USA Hockey Ops, and was the equipment manager for the 2020 IIHF U18 World Championship squad over in Slovakia. He also worked multiple USA Hockey development camps, including Hockey Ops during the 2019-2020 season. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Little child, we're in a
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Celebrate summer with a certified vehicle from Cary Toyota in Superior. Head for the hills in this 2017 Highlander Limited, or drive away in a certified 2018 RAV4 Hybrid. Prefer a larger SUV? Check out this certified 2021 4Runner TRD Off-Road, or choose a certified 2018 Tundra Limited for all your outdoor adventures. Inventory is constantly changing, so hurry in to Cary Toyota in Superior to lock in your 2021 summer driving fun while supplies last. You can also ask about our rental vehicles. Cary Toyota in Superior, voted best car dealer 22 times.
I have dealt with lifelong fatigue since the time I was a child. I never thought that I would be a candidate for bioidentical hormone replacement therapy until I came to Novus Health Solutions and saw Dr. Huber. My life is completely different. I'm a much better wife and mother because of it.
Every second of every day, it happens. Something big, something worth talking about. News happens, and you can't wait for it. You need to be constantly digging, asking, hunting, wanting more. More truth, more real answers. More who, what, where, when, and why. And it's about you. It's about now. It's about wherever, whenever. At Live Local CBS3, it's about the news. Your neighborhood news.
right, Dave. Cooling down a little bit tomorrow?
No, not really.
Oh.
Could be just about as warm. Maybe even a little bit warmer by a degree or two, but a real warm-up's coming our way next week, and we're even here in Duluth by Sunday, we could be at 88 degrees. So this July has really paid off in warm weather dividends, and you know, if you invested in them, you'll continue to earn your returns. We want a return on what we put into rain, hoping for rain, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there is a chance.
Thanks for joining us.